AJ Akshar Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss ray optics and optical instruments, reflection of light. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. First one. Now let us start by introduction. Nature has endowed the human eye with the sensitivity to detect electromagnetic waves within a small range of electromagnetic spectra. So, electromagnetic radiation belonging to this region of the spectrum, here wavelength of about 400 nanometers to 750 nanometers is called the light. So, electromagnetic radiation belonging to this region of the spectrum is called light. Here it is, the picture represents the light. So it is mainly through light and the sense of vision that we know and interpret the world around us. So next, light travels with enormous speed. The speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. It travels in a straight line. Light travels in a straight line. A light wave can be considered to travel from one point to another along a straight line joining them. So the path is called ray of light. A bundle of such rays constitute beam of light, or collection of all light rays is known as beam of light. So light exhibits certain properties such as reflection, refraction, dispersion, scattering. Now, first topic, reflection of light. So when a light ray is incident on a reflecting surface, for example AB, then it comes back into the same medium. This phenomena is called reflection. A simple definition, the phenomenon of throwing or bouncing back of light is known as reflection. So now this is a plane mirror AB and its line indicates the polished surface, and it is the normal nothing but a perpendicular line drawn at the point of incidence is known as normal. This is incident ray. Angle made by incident ray PQ with the normal is called angle of incidence. So here angle between incident ray and normal, here incident ray is PQ, normal N. So the angle between PQ and N is known as angle of incidence. So angle between incident ray PQ and normal N is called angle of incidence. It is denoted by letter I. This is reflected ray. Whenever the incident ray touches the reflecting surface and it reflects, this is QR is the reflected ray. Now the angle made by reflected ray QR with the normal is called angle of reflection. Angle of reflection is denoted by letter R. Okay, this is angle of incidence and this is angle of reflection. Next, in case of plane mirror, the angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. Angle I is equals to angle R. Now next, sign convention of mirror. The new Cartesian sign convention for mirror is shown in figure. Observe this. This is a convex mirror and it is principal axis, and this is pole, direction of incident ray. So the object is always placed on the left side of the mirror so that the direction of incident ray is from left to right. This is the direction of incident ray, left to right. Object is always placed on the left side of the mirror so that the direction of incident ray is from left to right. Next, all the distances are measured from the pole of the mirror. So it is a pole. So What is pole? Geometric center of this spherical mirror is known as pole. So the first sign convention of the mirror is all the distances are measured from pole of the mirror. Pole is denoted by letter P. Next. The distances are measured in the direction of incident ray are taken to be as positive. So this is the direction of incident ray, same left to right, and the distances are measured in the along the direction of incident ray are to be taken as positive. So distances are measured along the direction of incident ray is positive. Next. Distances are measured opposite to the direction of incident ray or to be taken as negative. Here this is the direction of incident ray, and it is where we are taking distances opposite to the direction of the incident ray. So that is negative. So distances are measured opposite to the direction of incident ray or to be taken as negative. Okay, next. Distances are measured upward perpendicular to principal axis are to be taken as positive. So here height upwards positive. Height upward heights are positive. So distances are measured upward perpendicular to the principal axis are to be taken as positive, or above the principal axis positive, below the principal axis negative. So height upwards positive. Next. Now distances are measured downward perpendicular to the principal axis are to be taken as negative. So here we are taking downward heights negative. So the above the principal axis positive, below the principal axis negative, height upwards positive, height downwards negative. So distances are measured downward perpendicular to the principal axis are to be taken as negative. Okay, next. The focal length PE is equals to F, that is the distance between pole and focus is known as focal length. It is denoted by letter small f, and radius of curvature, the distance between pole and center of curvature is known as radius of curvature. Radius of curvature, that is PC, that is equals to R of convex mirror are taken as positive. Focal length and radius of curvature of convex mirror are taken as positive. Next. Now discuss MCQs. First one. When light ray incidents on a reflecting surface, then it comes back into the same medium. This phenomena is called. First option is refraction, second option is reflection, the third option is total internal reflection, and fourth option is both A and B. So here bouncing back of light is known as reflection. So the second option is correct. Now next. According to the law of reflection, angle I is less than angle R, angle I is greater than angle R, and angle I is equals to R, and angle I is not equal to R. So according to laws of reflection, angle I is equals to angle R. So the second option is correct. Okay. According to the Cartesian sign convention, in a case of a mirror, first option, all the distance are measured from the pole of the mirror. The second option is distance are measured downward perpendicular to the principal axis are to be taken as negative, and the distances are measured in the direction of incident ray are to be taken as positive. Fourth one, all the above. Here, according to the Cartesian sign convention, in the case of a mirror, all the above. These three are correct. So, the correct answer is all the above. Go to the next. Now, focal length of spherical mirrors. Now, we'll discuss. Focal length of spherical mirrors. A parallel beam of light after reflection converges to a point on the principal axis is called focus. So, the distance of focus from pole is called focal length. So, a parallel beam of light after reflection converges to a point. So, all the parallel rays are converging at a point. So, this point is called focus. The distance of focus from the pole is called focal length, that is PE. P means pole, F means focus. So, that is equals to focal length small f. Here it is a concave mirror. Consider a concave mirror of small aperture whose pole, focus and center of curvature are P, F and C respectively. See, this is the concave mirror. P means pole, F means focus, C means center of curvature. Okay, next. Here, if a ray of light OA traveling parallel to the principal axis falls on the mirror. See, this is the ray of light OA which is parallel to the principal axis and falls on the mirror. Next. So, after reflection it passes through focus. So, at A, after reflection it passes through focus. Next, here we are drawing the normal, that is normal to center of curvature, and making an angle of incidence and angle of reflection. So, angle OAC, that is equals to angle QAC, that is equals to theta. Now, we are assuming that angle of incidence and angle of reflection are theta. Now we are drawing the normal here and makes an angle 90 degrees. So now angle PCA, that is equals to angle QAS, that is equals to theta. These are alternate angles. Next, now from the diagram, PF is equals to F, that is focal length, distance between pole and F, and distance between pole and center of curvature is known as radius of curvature, that is PC is equals to R. Next, now here this is a concave mirror and principal axis, focus and focal length and radius of curvature. So, from the point A, drop AN perpendicular to PC, then in right angle triangle CNA, we have here tan theta is equals to AN by AC. So, consider this as equation number 1. Also, for the mirror of small aperture, the point N will lie very close to the point P. So, on mirror, so that NC is equals to PC. So, it is very small, very closer to the pole. These two are distance is very small. So, that then we are assuming that NC is equals to PC, that is equals to R. So, now substituting this in this, we get, since aperture of the concave mirror is small, theta will be small. So, that tan theta is approximately equal to theta. So, then here we are taking this focus and the focal length, radius of curvature. Here we are taking 2 theta, and this, therefore the equation 1 becomes theta is equals to AN by R. Tan theta becomes theta, and here NC, that is equals to R, that is it becomes theta is equals to AN by R. Consider this as equation number 2. Next, in this triangle CFA, the side CF has been produced outwards. So, this has been produced outwards. Next, in the triangle PFA, that is equals to angle FCA plus angle CFA, that is equals to 2 theta. Now, in the right angle triangle FNA, we have tan 2 theta is equals to AN by NF. This is equation number 3. So next, since aperture of this concave mirror is small, so tan theta 2 theta is approximately equal to 2 theta, and NF is equals to PF is equals to small f. So therefore the equation 3 becomes 2 theta is equals to an by f. So theta is equals to an by 2f. This equation, consider this equation as 4. So next, from equations 2 and 4 we have an by r is equals to an by 2f. So that is equals to r is equals to 2f. An gets cancels. R is equals to 2f, or this can be written as f is equals to 1 by 2r. So focal length is the half of the radius of curvature, or twice the focal length gives the radius of curvature. Okay, next. Now we will discuss MCQs. First one, the focal length of spherical mirror is maximum for red light, and maximum for blue light, and maximum for white light, and same for all the light. So the focal length of spherical mirror is same for all light. So focal length remains the same for red, blue and white colors. Next, in a spherical mirror is immersed in liquid, its focal length will increases and decreases, remains unchanged, and depends on the nature of the liquid. If a spherical mirror is immersed in a liquid, its focal length will remains unchanged. Now the option 3 is correct. Now we will go to the next one. Next topic is mirror equation. Now we'll discuss expression for the mirror equation. Now here we are taking the concave mirror. Figure shows that the image of A dash B dash of an object AB formed by a concave mirror. So this is the object AB, and here two incident rays, one is the incident ray, falls on this mirror and reflects, and it passes through the focus. The other incident ray passing through the center of curvature, it retraces same path, and these two reflector rays are meet at this point, and this is the image point, and AB is the object, A dash B dash is the image. It's a real image which is formed in between C and F, that is inverted image. Next, focal length, image distance, object distance. Object distance is denoted by letter U, image distance is denoted by letter V, focal length is small f. Next, we have to derive the mirror equation, or the relation between the object distance, image distance and focal length f. Now from figure, the two rectangle triangles A dash, B dash, F and MPF are similar. See here, this A dash, B dash, F and MPF. These two are the similar triangles. Okay, now next. So therefore, B dash A dash by PM is equals to B dash F by FP, or B dash A dash by BA is equals to B dash F by FP. So this is equation number 1. So since PM is equals to AB, we substituted here. So next, since angle APB is equals to angle A dash PB dash, the right angled A dash P dash P and ABP are also similar. Okay. So next, so see this diagram, and therefore B dash A dash by BA is equals to B dash P by BP. This is equation number 2. So comparing equations 1 and 2, we get B dash F by FP is equals to B dash P minus FP by EP, that is B dash P by BP. So here B dash F can be written as b dash p minus fp. So this completely can be written as b dash p by bp. This equal to, so first b dash f by fp we return b dash f nothing but b dash p minus fp by fp, that is equals to, from second equation, b dash p by bp. This equation number 3. Next, applying the sign convention, b dash p is equals to minus v and fp is equals to minus f and bp is equals to minus u. So equation, using equation 3, we get minus v plus f by minus f is equals to minus v by minus u. Minus minus gets cancels. So v minus f by f is equals to v minus u. Here v by u. Here minus we are taking a common. So minus of minus plus we are getting v minus f by f is equals to v by u. So from this we are writing v 1 by v plus 1 by u is equals to 1 by f. Okay. So here v minus u by f is equals to v by u. So from this we are getting mirror equation, that is 1 by v plus 1 by u is equals to 1 by f. Okay. Next, this is the relation is known as the mirror equation. So the mirror equation is 1 by v plus 1 by u is equals to 1 by f. Okay. Next, now linear magnification. The ratio of the height of the image h dash formed by a spherical mirror to the height of the object h is called the linear magnification. So it is denoted by letter m. M nothing but linear magnification. M is equals to ratio of h dash by h. M is equals to h dash by h. H and h dash will be taken positive or negative in accordance with the accepted sign convention. Okay, next. So this is the diagram for concave mirror. In triangles a dash, p dash, a dash, b dash, p and a, p, b. A dash, b dash, p and a, b, p. We have b dash a dash by ba, that is equals to b dash p by bp. Next, now consider this as equation number 1. So next, with the sign convention, equation 1 becomes minus h dash by h, that is equals to minus v by minus u. Minus minus gets cancels. So the linear magnification m is equals to h dash by h. Here this minus is going this side. So minus v by u. Either h dash by h or minus v by u. Image distance by object distance. So next, application of reflection. So the ray diagram for the formation of the image of the mobile phone is shown in figure. This is the application of this reflection. Next, the image of the part which is on the plane perpendicular to the principal axis will be on the same plane. So the part which is at C will be imaged at C and will be the same size. So B dash C is equals to BC. The other end A of the mobile phone is highly magnified as the distance of image is non-linear function of distance of the object. So the magnification is not uniform. Now we will discuss MCQs. First one. Equation for linear magnification is, the first option is v by u, the second option is vu, the third option is u by v, the fourth option is minus v by u. So equation for linear magnification in terms of Image distance and object distance is minus v by u. So the fourth option is correct. Okay, next. The expression for mirror equation is, first option is 1 by v plus 1 by u is equals to f. The second option is 1 by v minus 1 by u is equals to 1 by f. The third option is minus 1 by v plus 1 by u is equals to 1 by f. The fourth option is 1 by v plus 1 by u is equals to minus 1 by f. So the expression for mirror equation is 1 by v plus 1 by u is equals to 1 by f. So the first option is correct. Okay. Thanks for watching this video.